Hey guys. Sorry. I have a story time for you guys. And oh my gosh. It's crazy. So buckle up, okay? Sorry. Yeah, so there was this guy that I met on Omegle, and he was a YouTuber. Like, I could tell. So I did a shameless plug, like, follow Princess Livia on Instagram. And I kept on getting messages on Instagram about, like, I saw you on YouTube. I didn't have a YouTube at the time, so it was really like, what? You know? And then I met him one more time on Omegle, and I said, thank you for, like, all of these followers on Instagram. I really appreciate it. And he was also, like, spoke a different language. I think it was, like, Arabic, I think. But I think that happens to a lot of people. I don't know. But one thing that was really crazy about this is I tried to write a book. Well, that book didn't work out, so I, like, scrapped it. But I had a genuine idea of what the book was going to be about. So I tried to come up with the most nerdy girl sounding name. Vicky Pam. Nothing against girls named Vicky Pam, by the way. But, yeah. And then his whole spiel was throwing shade, being just straight up mean, or acting like he's not interested, but he was actually really interested in the book. He fast forwarded a lot of my talking. I was, like, reading the book, and he was just like, okay, even calling his friend, like, on speaker, like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, who are you talking to? My mom. I'm like, okay. I knew he was interested in the book. Just his whole thing was insulting people. But then I said to him, like, tell your subscribers to follow me on Instagram. And I even typed it down on the screen. And he was like, and muttered my Instagram tag in Arabic. At the time I had short hair, but I like to, like, put on, like, fake pigtails to be, like, you know, the way I like to wear pigtails. And he decided to take one of those pictures and put it right there. And he was like, and I was like, okay, use one of my good pictures. I'm okay with that. And yeah, but it gets crazier, okay? It gets really crazy. He sends people on a wild goose chase. Now, the thing is, I don't even follow this guy. I didn't know this guy. All I knew, he had a YouTube, obviously. So his YouTube followers, like, he got married, and he even put me up on the screen, like, anyone who can find this girl, I'll give you $1 million, and, like, promised it. It was adamant about giving him the end of the story, as if, like, yeah, I was interested in the story, I just, like, can't show enthusiasm. I don't know. So a lot of people were in pursuit. They were like, looking for me. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And he, and two kids found me. 2 kids. I was on that website, and these two kids were like, these 2 kids were like, oh my gosh, please don't skip. I'm like, I wasn't going to, but what's up? And they're like, we've been looking for you. I'm like, looking for me? Why? And they talked about like the wedding, and they wanted $1 million, and he gave instructions. So, and I didn't even like come up with the end of the story, but I thought, if he wants it so bad that he's gonna send people on a wild goose chase, you know what? Screw it. So I said, Vicky Pam becomes queen. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's so good. And we gotta like send like proof on Snapchat. I'm like, okay. So like, can we take a picture? I'm like, okay, if you really need to. And then they type down, Vicky is declared queen. And they send it on Snapchat. And I'm like, have fun with your $1 million. These 2 12-year-old boys. And that is the time I got, these people were sent on a wild goose chase after the end of my book that really never got finished. And then, a little bonus story for you. I used to work at a daycare, and this woman was like, she was a streamer on Twitch. Okay? Streamer on Twitch. And she made it obvious, very obvious, that she was she was streaming and had a live chat open. And then she said, what's your profession? Like, what do you do for a living? And I said, oh, I'm a daycare worker. And she's like, okay, and why? I'm like, because, like, I love kids. Like, babies are blessings from the Lord. And she said, okay, so why do you like to F around with little kids? I'm like, excuse me, what? She's like, well, you're the one who says you love kids. I'm like, don't be twisting things around. She was like, well, I think you're just a pervert. And I said, you know what I think about you? She's like, yeah, you're a pervert and can't do nothing better with your life than troll and do it all for clout. And then she's like, excuse me? I'm like, get a life and contribute to society. Stop being useless. And then I, like, skipped. Because the thing is, the reason why I still have a job, even though I got YouTube and Instagram under my belt, is because I like to contribute to society by having, like, a different job. So, yeah. That is my stories about encountering other content creators, people being sent on a wild goose chase, and yeah, you know. So, and I wanted to emphasize that this is not a nightgown. It is a very baggy bunny hoodie, but it's cute. And gosh darn it, I am cute. So, like, if you're like, you're a full-grown adult, dress like it. I'm at a little musical number. Okay. Full-grown adult, Heck yeah, that's me. Kawaii till 130. Hey. Okay, I'm still coming up with more. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. So, yeah. Bye. Wait. Oh, I forgot my outro. Okay, Princess Livia doesn't believe in goodbyes, but she does believe in see you later. See you later.